Hello everybody, my name is Hills and welcome back to another Master Duel video. Today we have the Exos Cup going on and I happen to be streaming when I recorded these these replays. So here's me playing one of my favorite Exos decks of all time, Exosisters, which is basically if you took a bunch of exorcists, made them lesbian, and then they combined their gay efforts to form super beings. It's a beautiful deck strategy. We're going to use the Aratama or the Spirit Engine to go into the cast a spell without having to use an Exosister normal summon potentially getting negated, so we can get Martha lead into an Exosister Michaelis. I really enjoy this deck. I think that it's very interesting. I think that the deck is consistent and not enough people actually know how to play against this deck. I'm not going to explain how to play against this deck. Y'all better read the cards as they pop up because I ain't explaining shit to you. Anyways, this deck loves to banish things. We love banishing. Dimensional Fissure banishes any monster when it's into the graveyard. It's a beautiful deck strategy. Unfortunately, our opponent is playing Labyrinth in the Exos Cup. So okay, I don't know what Konami was doing when they didn't ban Labyrinth, because who was playing a level 8 Exos? They literally had to add one Exos monster, who knows what it is, and now they get to play full power Labyrinth. That's so dumb. Enough ranting. We're gonna use the Returnia to Exos using our two monsters into the Magnifica, one of my favorite boss monsters of all time. More banishing. This card is just fucking beautiful, man. And I didn't know that you couldn't target when the lady has a face down trap behind her, so I just had to deal with that. And tag out. We tag out with this card. It's just so much fun for our opponent to deal with. They really thought that they could pop the card. No, we don't do that shit here. You gotta figure out something else. The lesbians are unstoppable. We win every single time around here with the lesbian power behind us. They're gonna compost the Michaelis. I forgot they did that. They're gonna compost the Michaelis so they can activate the Lady Labyrinth effect and set a Welcome Labyrinth. How chains work, that's gonna bounce back. It's gonna send back to whatever, but we're just gonna banish that anyways. We have plenty of starters here in our hand. Ellis in hand is gonna special summon itself, and then we're gonna be able to Exos into whatever card that we really want. They have no interruptions. We're gonna go for our Zodiac engine that we threw in from the Chakan, I think that's how you pronounce it, into the Borbell. And they're probably panicking on the inside because I get to attack directly, and then I Exos into literally Zeus. Into God, we Exos into the God of Thunder, except he's mad, robotic now. We're gonna detach two materials, send everything else on the field to the graveyard. They end on nothing, no welcome, no nothing. This draw's gotta be good. It's not, they scoop. Fucking Labyrinth, bitch. Going straight into the next duel here, our hand is actually looking pretty good. We have our Spirit Engine starter along with a Book of Moon, so even if this gets ashed like it did here, we still have plenty of follow-up because either this gets ashed or we ash something else, which would usually be the packs. I usually use my packs to bait our opponent, you know, get the negate out of the way. We're gonna bounce that back because it's a spirit monster. What is our opponent playing here? They're playing Cashier. We're gonna immediately book a moon that, because Cashiers rely a lot on targeting their own cards to summon more because they're such high levels unless they have birth. So otherwise, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? They're gonna maxi us here, which would usually be an issue, but we have the Ash Blossom here. So what is this guy gonna do? Called by us? He doesn't have call. He has called by. He has called by. So we just get fucked over. He basically holds a middle finger to my face, tells me to go fuck myself. So we're not actually gonna go fuck ourselves here. You know, we're gonna go fuck him up instead. That probably sounds terrible out of context. Moving on. Anyways, we're gonna use our Vadis effect to summon two monsters. I usually do Sophia and Irene because you get to draw and gain 800 because they're both on the field. We're gonna go for the cast a spell. Add the Martha, I think it's called, yes, Exosister Martha, because we have Exos monsters we summon from deck. We're gonna give them a couple draws here because we're trying to OTK this time. This is the OTK turn. We need to kill them here. We're taking the Max T challenge, so we're gonna detach and get the Carpendium, or however the fuck you pronounce that. I'm not sure. I'm not an English major. We are going to banish using the Returnia Exos into the Magnifica. And this is where things get dicey. At this moment, I'm thinking, okay, how the fuck do we get a lot of things on field here? I didn't use my normal summon. I didn't know that. So we're gonna normal summon the Aratama, get the Sakitama, extra normal summon, get the Gabrine. Gabrine is going to detach and everything gains 800. With 800 more, honestly, probably with just the Gabrine we would have been fine. But this deck OTKs so fucking well. We have Martha, Sophia, Pax. We're gonna use the Pax to bait. I always do. Everybody is like, oh, he has nothing. We ash the Pax every time. No, I always have something. I always do. If you see Sora on ladder playing Exosister, I always have a starter. Do not do it. It's not worth it. We're gonna use the Martha, Ellis. We're gonna Exceed into the Michaelis and just try to get a trap here that'll be useful, since going into the cast a spell wouldn't mean anything here. There's no point of going in the cast a spell for follow-up. We're gonna grab the Vada, set that, banish in case they're playing a fire deck. Who knows? They could have Pyro Princess or Promethean. Normal summon the Sophia in case they do anything scary. And they're playing Galaxy Eyes, which that Galaxy 100 I'm pretty sure is new. It's kind of a crazy card. It's kind of a crazy card. Galaxy Summoner is gonna move something out of the graveyard. That's when we strike. We don't like people bringing the spirits back from the dead here, so we're gonna summon the lesbians back onto the field. They're gonna call their arms, use their spiritual powers, and boost themselves up, summon in their friends. They're gonna combine their efforts here. Irene is gonna become, I'm pretty sure, a cast spell, and then we're gonna summon Michaelis with the other monster here, because Michaelis is goated. We love banishing. That's why we're playing the deck. I enjoy banishing cards. That's why we're here. We're gonna activate the mandatory effect here. Photon Orbital is gonna target, and I didn't read this card, so I let it go through. It's gonna add, I think, after being sent to graveyard. They have the call by, because of course they do. Why wouldn't this guy have it? That's not a problem though. Not at all. I'm waiting on a specific moment to activate our Michaelis, our new one with the one material dead set in the middle. I'm waiting for one specific card to activate to actually banish the Galaxy 100 in the back, or use it for something way more important. They're gonna activate the Galaxy Soldier. I have the Forbidden Droplet. We're gonna send our Sophia, negate it, and we know what that last card is. If you're paying attention, leave it down in the comments, because it's about to come into play here. You should know what this is. It was added at the beginning of the turn. The Galaxy Expedition. They're gonna summon something, probably a Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon directly from deck. They're gonna try to summon a number monster, and if they had summoned my Baguska, it could have been an issue since it's in my extra deck. But because I had that, managed to get rid of it with that banish, it's over. Galaxy Photon is gonna add. Usually at this point we would be dead. We would be dead because Galaxy Eyes likes to be annoying, but they didn't read. And they died. Somebody please sound the alarms. Chris Chan is on Master Duel ladder, and we need to send them back to the Sonichu dungeons. We're gonna activate the Exosister packs. They're gonna chain Maxi here. That would usually be a problem, but Exosister can give maybe 3 draws at max without really having an issue. We're gonna get the Sophia, Ellis, draw a card. Dimensional Fissure is really good. That's a really good draw. Exceeds into the Michaelis probably. No, Baguska. We're just gonna wait it out. That's crazy. So I want to see what our opponent has in response to a Baguska pass, because Baguska negates attack position effects and sends them to, oh, they're gonna try to kaiju me. Okay, so they add the Lava Golem. So keep in mind, for the rest of this game, I need to be wary of Lava Golem. They just have Raigeki. Okay, what was the point of all this? They're gonna Raigeki our Baguska. Our other materials are gonna get sent to the graveyard. Then we're gonna get a really, oh my god, this draw is insane. Zoro the Magistus. We love this card. When it becomes equipped, we get to special summon. We're gonna special summon a bunch of shit. Exceed summon. It's the Exceed Cup, nigga. Let's get Michaelis out here on the field. We're gonna banish that back row. Hopefully it's nothing important. And we're gonna chain block our own effect. They're gonna cross out Designator once that card is targeted for banish, and target, or not target, they're gonna negate the effect of Infinite Impertinence on the field, which usually would be a problem, but since it's our turn, we don't really need to worry about imperming anything, especially with them having an open field. Now we need to OTK, so we're gonna summon out a bunch of shit, get our cast a Spella. That's my personal little nickname for the card. Mandatory effect aside, we're gonna add the Martha. Magnifica is getting onto the field. Love this card, oh my gosh. And then we're just gonna attack twice. We're gonna go to main phase 2, set the Vadis, and that'll be turn. pass back to our opponent, and keep in mind, that Lava Golem, if they didn't Kaiju right here, we successfully played around the Lava Golem by going into Magnifica and did more damage compared. We're gonna Vadis on our turn, draw, using the Sophia. Maxi would have been useful about 3 whole games ago. Xyz into the Michaelis, banish this face down card, and attack for game. It was Numeron. They were playing Numerons, which honestly would check out for Chris Chan, let's be real. I'm pretty sure this is the final replay. We have Spirit, Exosister, we have Interruption. This hand is goated, holy shit. We're gonna go for the Aratama into Sakitama. Sakitama, extra normal summon to go into the cast a spell, just because. We don't really need to, but we can. We're gonna do that, get the Exosister Martha from deck to hand. Martha's gonna special summon Ellis from deck. Bam, Xyz into the Michaelis. Michaelis, we're probably gonna go for a Vadis here or Returnia. I remember during this moment I wanted to grab Armament, maybe, but Returnia seems like the better play to go for here. We're gonna get the Defissure set, the Imperm, so now we have 2 interruptions here with this board. They're gonna Forbidden Droplet our monster, get the Michaelis, because they didn't read. They didn't read. They think that it's over. They're playing Madolche for some reason. I don't know why you would want to play this deck for any reason outside from being held at gunpoint. I wouldn't play Madolche if I was literally in life-threatening danger. This deck is terrible. They're gonna special summon some shit, a bunch of pudding. I don't know what any of these cards do. And then they're gonna summon something. It looks like a cake. We don't care. We're gonna banish it. They're gonna read or target themselves, make it unaffected by monster effect except its own. But it's a good thing that we are playing a trap. It's out of here. Then we're gonna Exosister Xyz summon. I cannot speak, holy shit, into Magnifica. Magnifica isn't gonna attack because it's their turn, obviously. We're gonna Sophia, draw, Ellis, drew the Ash, and that's it for now. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the like button down below, hit the subscribe button, check out my other Master Duel videos. I'm recording at 2 AM if you're wondering why I'm whispering, but I had to get this video out at least by tomorrow. You know I'm on the grind. 15 like goal, I'll release another Master Duel video. I will see you all next time. So, signing out.